At our Los Angeles studio, the Oklahoma City Thunder have proven once again why they are the #1 seed in the Western Conference. This is 3 straight 40-point games for SGA. Here, it's the most, other than Russell Westbrook in a Thunder.
Chet Holmgren echoed Stephen A. Smith, and I'm going to echo Chet Holmgren right back. Shai, MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP. And I want to say this one last thing. You see Jalen Williams showed up. He was watching us at halftime. You see him show up in the second half and perform the way that he did. If that brother shows up with SGA, the Oklahoma City Thunder will win the NBA championship, even if it's against the Boston Celtics.
Tim Legler,
that's what I'm saying.
Echoed those sentiments, Stephen A., down the stretch of this game in a really interesting way here, Bob. He said that last year he didn't think that the Thunder, even though they were the #1 seed in the Western Conference, had the offensive firepower to contend with a Kyrie Irving, with a Luka Doncic. Do you think that they have filled the void? Are they better than they were? Not talking about the rest of the conference, just talking about where they were last year.
Yeah, I mean, and the experience matters too. I heard what Tim said as well, and I thought it was an astute point. They are 4th best in the league in offense, but what makes that interesting is they win with their defense much more than their offense. Getting stops and running out. Their defense is dominant. I don't know that there's another team that's even close to them defensively. And Malika, when you're that good on defense, you give yourself a chance to win every game because you're in the game. And then when you add to it what a lot of people think is the MVP, Shai, he's an offense by himself. And if Jalen Williams can come along, if Chet can come along, if they can get a little bit of production out of other guys, they're going to be really hard to beat. I'm not ready to go as far as our guy in the blue,
electric blue,
in the Nick blue down here. But I do think they made a big statement today with this win.
Well, Perks already crowned the Celtics as
he did. Now he's got OKC.
I'm not going to have short-term memory. The Boston Celtics are going to win the NBA championship, but they will be facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's no team that's going to beat this team in a 7-game series. And by the way, since we're talking about who we called out at halftime, I called out the bigs, and Isaiah Hartenstein especially, and I thought he did an excellent job on Jokic in the second half. Jokic was, what, 10 for 23?
Hurt his elbow.
10 for 23 from the field. He was out there. He should have went in the back. Like you would tell anybody else, if you edge, go to the back, right? He was on the floor. So when I look at Chet, I believe that Chet actually is the 2nd best player on this Thunder team for what he brings to the table. He allows them to play a double big lineup, a single lineup, because he's so skilled that he could pick and roll, lob threat, pick and pop because he could shoot the 3. He could put the ball on the floor. And he had 4 blocks today.
To your point, he was plus 32 in the game, best in the game. And he helped.
Well, my only issue is that, you know, Bob trying to be all suave and smooth and calm. Nah, this ain't the time for that. Oklahoma City, we came into this game saying, yo, everybody looking up at them. They got to make a statement. And what did they do? They go out and make a statement. Your MVP played like an MVP. Your secondary option, Jalen Williams, played like that dude in the second half. Chet Holmgren. We talk about Wembanyama. He's hurt now, but we talk about him. We forget Chet Holmgren is that dude. They run the ball, and their defense is #1. They can beat anybody. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the league MVP. We're going to put that to rest right now.
I didn't yell it at the audience.
You know,
I didn't call them dominant.
We was having a discussion.
As Nikola Jokic said in one of my favorite quotes ever, the lightning is coming. The Denver Nuggets taking the floor in OKC, a battle of 2 of the top seeds in the Western Conference. So let's make some game picks. It's time now for Pick and Roll, brought to you by ESPN Sportsbook. 3 of us are rolling with the #1 seed in the West. Bob Myers picking the Denver Nuggets in this one. Who do you got? Sign up for ESPN Sportsbook and get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download today and sign up with the promo code COUNTDOWN to get started. So, Bob, Jokic did have a triple-double in each of his meetings against OKC the first couple of times around this season, but he hasn't had to contend with the double big that he will this time. So why do you think that Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets can prevail?
Well, I think the Nuggets, 1, they've been there and done that before, Malik, at the highest level, but 2, they're fully healthy. And they know that this is a real barometer. This is a test. They're not catching the Thunder as far as getting past the 1 seed, but Denver's here to send a message that, yes, you got an 11-game lead, but we're former champions. We know the path, we know the road, and that guy right there, I've always said it, and LeBron James was the guy I said is the best ever, gives you a great chance to get a good shot every single time down. If I had to have some concern about my own pick, Malika, It is Denver's defense.
Oh, you're already putting holes
I'm
in
hedging
his own,
slightly, but I'm still going with Denver. I'm standing on Denver.
Standing on Denver. Stephen A.
You know, look, Denver, everything Bob said about Denver in the macro makes sense. We're talking about today, Sunday afternoon in Oklahoma City, fresh off a Friday night game that went into overtime, where Jokic irritated his ankles. Good luck with that. I believe in the Denver Nuggets down the line. They have a chance. Not today.
Well,
not today.
Nikola Jokic is coming off one of the best performances we've ever seen
And a messed up ankle.
in NBA history. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he knows this MVP race as we come back into our studios here is far from black and white. And Kendrick Perkins, since you officially made it, we thought we'd get you some black and white cookies in honor of your SNL appearance, a little late night TV.
All right.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Slide them puppies.
It's time to get you out to tip off in Oklahoma City. These next two games, they could decide the MVP race. Buckle up. This is going to be fun.
The worst person to
Dave
ever play
Pass,
basketball.
take it away.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm vòng. Và hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là màu vàng. Mọi người ơi, hôm nay vòng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là màu hồng. Bây giờ mình sẽ bắt đầu làm nhé. Đầu tiên là mình xỏ màu tím.
Và mình sẽ cắt nha các bạn ơi.
Đây là màu tím nhé.
Cái này
Tiếp tục sẽ là màu xanh dương.
cái độ đó là
Đây là màu xanh dương mình xỏ xong rồi này. Tiếp tục sẽ là màu vàng.